Do you hear it when she says recording in progress?
I just did, yeah.
Okay.
And then a
Well,
big message comes up.
okay. Well, season 4, episode 1. Mike texted and wanted to get the party started. Let's get some people excited for the season. It's right
Yeah,
around the
let's
corner.
get those keepers in.
I had thought we should go through everybody's team and pick people that they definitely wouldn't keep to remind
Yeah.
people those bad pickups they've had at the end of the season.
Yeah,
Uh,
hopefully you don't think mine are ones that I also want to keep this year.
yeah, that'd be funny. Yeah, especially for loot, I'd pick all the ones he would definitely keep.
Yeah.
Um, a little wrinkle this year, Scott traded Mike Trout for Mookie Betts. Now Betts is the first person to get put back into the draft because he can't keep him. He's on that 3-year rule.
So it's a contract year for him, for
Yeah,
us.
yeah, he
Yeah.
played it out. And sorry, Scott, my brother took care of business on me and you, and won the league. But so Betts got you to the semifinals, Scott. It's all right. Dodgers
Mookie's
didn't make the
he's
semis.
worth it.
Yeah. I'm reading here 15 days, 23 hours, 25 minutes, and 48 seconds until our draft. So up to the minute here in the app,
It's
up to
coming.
the second.
It's quick.
15 days, 2 weeks. So that means keepers are in 8 days. We got to keep them a week before the draft. I have to set that still. But yeah, that's how it's always been. So we got only a week here. I
Yeah.
actually
And then
don't. Do you know who you're keeping yet?
I have a pretty good idea.
I am.
I'm
I'm
potentially keeping three.
I think I will too. I just I don't know. Do I keep Freddie or do I keep Garrett Cole? That's really my big question right now. Because I think I'm
Yeah,
going to keep.
pitching is always tough, especially if you have a guy that is a consensus number one, you know.
Yeah, I want to keep Wander and Michael Harris. Those are two I want.
Yeah, and it's it's tough with our league when it's you're giving up a top three pick,
Yeah,
a top like three draft picks. So
we'll see. We'll see what the game time decision is there.
and like honestly, does it ever matter really?
No,
You know?
it does not. Somehow you end up with Jose Miranda as your third baseman. So
Yeah. That's been fun to just load up the fantasy app and look at what your roster was at the end of the season. You're like, oh my God, forgot I
yeah, I
had
was like,
those guys.
ugh, I had two Pirates.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, we got keepers on the horizon here. Oh man, my pitching too. In that championship with Adam, I kind of just lost track of life a little. And I only have relievers on my team except for Fromber and Garrett. So you can tell I lost.
Yeah, you can probably look at everybody's roster and see that at the end of the season they were burnout on baseball.
Yeah. Uh, so what's up? Change of scenery for you. You're now
Yeah,
a Floridian.
yeah, sunshine.
You sent a picture. You were at the Orioles Braves game. How was that?
Yeah, it was good. It was fun. Michael Harris, first inning home run. There was two balls called on the pitcher for taking too long. Um, the game was super quick. It was like being at a hockey game.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I did.
Is it better?
Went to uh I mean I like baseball. So you'd have to ask somebody that, but it definitely was a quicker game. Like went to a 1 o'clock game, got home by, by 4 o'clock
Yeah.
on a Saturday.
Well, it is the Orioles. There's not many people there.
I don't know. They were pretty rowdy.
I just wanted to dig at Patrick if
Yeah.
he ever hears this. They
I
might be
got to
pretty
see
good.
Spencer Strider pitch. He looked good.
Well, he always looks good. That
Perfectly
mustache.
coiffed. Yeah.
Yeah, you saw a good game then, Harris. Those are the two right there.
Yep. And
That'll.
Rutschman started, so that was fun seeing him.
Do you have him?
I do.
Are you gonna keep him?
I might.
Asking for
I
a
was
friend.
hoping he would. I was hoping he would do something in the game, so I would be like, "Yeah, now I have to keep you."
He didn't do
Nah,
shit.
nah, nothing.
I don't know. I've read a few articles about him, how he's like mature and took on. I mean, he's a catcher. It takes little bit more to be a catcher.
Well, it's almost like cool. Then I won't have to worry about drafting a catcher the whole draft.
Seriously, yeah. Oh wait, so you're hinting at it now. Now you're leaving us in suspense earlier, but now you're letting us know what's happening.
No, you don't know.
We don't know. It's
You
true.
think you know, but you have no idea.
That sounds scary.
Ominous.
Um,
Who
what else?
you? So you're keeping at least two?
I'm keeping three. It's a three. It's just going to be,
Yeah.
is it Freddie Freeman or Garrett Cole? That's really my. So that means Fromber's out there, and I'm going to be searching for Fromber again. That guy has been nice to me, but he'll be
Yeah,
available.
you always find a pitcher though throughout the season.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So have you watched any of the World Baseball Classic?
I've not. I just saw a picture that Cespedes was batting, and I got excited.
Oh my God, Cuba, right?
Yeah.
They lost to Italy today. The only reason I know that is my boss was blaring it in his office wearing his Italian hat. Um, and I just heard they beat Cuba. So now they're playing at like 11 o'clock at night though. So like
Yeah.
and then one was at like 5 a.m. I think we're starting to get those. They're trickling in. It's not quite palatable yet for us Americans.
No, not at all.
Soon, I think we have the Miami and I think there's a Phoenix bracket too. So we'll get those. It's really, I'm excited. Baseball's back and it's going to be, high level early.
Yeah. Yeah, and the rosters are just stacked.
Yeah, I think Acuna is in Venezuela. I'm excited. I want to see one of those, but one of their games. I think, didn't somebody just back out? Vlad Guerrero is not playing.
Oh, did he?
I don't know what team's he? Dominican? We'll say
I think
Dominican
so. Yeah.
for the recording.
Yeah, so Otani pitched, I think,
Oh,
for Japan.
how'd he do? Do we know?
I think they won.
He's not hurt. That means he did well. Yeah, Shohei. There's some good names. I mean, Trout and Betts on the same outfield for America. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, USA has to show up a little bit.
I think they won the last time they played it. I think they beat Puerto Rico in the final. I think the Mets pitcher was really good for Puerto Rico. He's your reliever, long-term reliever.
Oh,
Who is it?
Diaz.
What is it?
Diaz. Edwin Diaz.
No, you're a guy who goes like deep. Like if he comes in long relief, but is really
Oh,
good.
Lugo.
Yes, he pitched as a starter for Puerto Rico in the last World Baseball Classic and was really good. And I was like, oh man, Mets have got a good starter, but he hadn't really like worked out as a starter.
No, he is like Matthew Slater on the Patriots. He's a special teams guru.
He's
Good
utility.
for three. Good for 3 innings. Yeah, whenever you roll him out there.
Have you watched any besides the one you went to? Have you been watching spring training?
Not really. I'll catch like highlights. Like saw some pitches from Senga.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They looked pretty good.
Good pitches, good test.
He throws a ghost fork.
Sounds painful.
I know. Yeah, throws a fork ball. That's probably.
Like Dice K. Remember Dice K Matsuzaka? He had but I think didn't somebody else come over with that? Oh, Hide? No. Who was the Yankee?
Masahiro Tanaka.
Yeah, I think he had it.
Yeah,
They all had that weird. But Ghosts, what?
ghost fork.
Every time I cringe. Eesh. It's like a Mortal Kombat finish him. fatality.
Yeah, I could see them doing some kind of like the Grudge night, and everybody's dressed as the ghosts.
I
And
can tell
throwing
you who
ghost
won't be
forks.
watching. I won't be there.
You will, because Gary Cohen will have you riveted.
It's true. You know, they did. I'm not. This is you're a Mets fan, so I guess it's gonna be a tough one. But I
It
love,
always is.
I love their broadcast, as you know. Just they're my number one. But they got a little homerish last year. I felt they were giving the Mets more love than they usually do. Usually they're pretty even, but I felt it, and then
Hey, I mean, we were all feeling ourselves.
they
If
were
I'm being
great.
honest,
They
we
were
were
great.
drinking the cool. Everybody was drinking the Kool-Aid,
I mean, it
and we
was
were
not a
loving it.
bad
We were
year.
loving it. There was trumpets. It was great.
Timmy
Then it
Trump,
wasn't.
and then it was still great. You, what do you have? 101 wins? I think the
No,
Braves
we're
had
not.
101. I think we tied.
We're on to the next. We're on to the next.
Next set.
Next.
Nah. Well, okay. Well, we could talk about the Phillies. I could. I just saw a headline that Bryce is thinking about not coming back to right field, just straight DH from now on. Or do you make Bryce a first baseman and kick Rhys Hoskins out?
I mean, they probably are just gonna let Bryce do whatever he wants. No.
Yeah, he's got what, 7 more years, 8 more years.
Yeah,
Trey
and he
Turner,
just gives him that look like you really want to make me unhappy.
he does the hair,
Yeah.
and then Lute buys all of his sweatband materials. BH3.
See, he's got the fanatic one
Oh yeah, does he?
with the big eyeballs. I don't know.
Oh, I'm sure he does. He wears the Rock's clothes now. That's his new one. I think I talked about this before, but he made fun of me because I wore a Freddie Freeman jersey to a. We were at a Braves Pirates spring training game, and he's like, "You're an adult man wearing another man's shirt on your back," and I was like, "What are you?" I was like, "You own
Like,
it.
why are you attacking me?
Yeah, you own Brian Dawkins jerseys out your ass," is what I wanted to say. But he's like, "No, not anymore." Now, if you're listening, Lute, we've already talked about this through text. You wearing Bryce Harper's stuff, and I think it was The Rock, it's the same. Is that not the
Well,
same?
For the Rock stuff, it's about drive. It's about power. We stay hungry, we devour. Like you have to repeat that.
It's true. I mean, now I want to buy his stuff, so it worked. Let me get I found these. These were in storage, I think. And I just found them. So
It's
here's last year's order. Is this still correct, or did Tom have the
I
first?
haven't I don't remember.
We know Adam had the last one. That's funny. But Tom, yeah. I guess picking doesn't really matter because I mean, Adam won and he had last pick. Paul got third. I got second. Keith didn't make the playoffs still. Just had to throw that in there.
Yeah, and if you keep one person, it doesn't matter really.
Those will be, I think Sunday. I thought Saturday morning I could do it, but we're going to a little St. Patrick's Day parade in the morning. So maybe Sunday we'll do the draft order with the kids.
Mm.
With the kids, it's for them, for the children.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm ready for baseball.
It's crazy. It crept up on me. Timing wise, for a commissioner, now's the time. I mean, I got to start asking people for money already. I just paid out the Survivor. That was
Oh, for football, yeah.
Kyle Turner and Ross won. They split 660-ish each. It's a pretty good day.
Not bad.
That And Ross lost like 8 in a row at one point, and he just keeps buying. I mean, it worked. That strategy's working.
He's a survivor.
Yeah.
Not going to give up.
What else? Baseball. Scherzer, did you see that quick pitch?
Oh yeah,
If
the cat and
he
mouse is going to be very interesting.
somebody
Nestor Cortez is going to be a joy to watch.
oh yeah, he always is really.
He's going to have guys just seething, just spitting in the box. Like, come on. I'm just excited for where you'll have whole innings where nobody leaves the mound or the batter's box.
They just stay there.
Yeah.
It it is kind of cool. Harold Reynolds, I think, was saying on MLB tonight. It's like kind of like a shot clock in basketball now. So you're baseball. I used to say I liked it because it was just you take your time, whatever. There's no time.
Yeah, it was like whenever they called the delay on the pitcher, it was everyone kind of like, what the fuck? Oh, okay. Like
Yeah,
once because the umpires have to make a big show of like coming out and putting up the like ball sign. Yeah.
they do this move. That's the move. That's the signal.
Yeah, and they give them 20 seconds. Like if it's after the penalty, they don't get the full 30.
Oh,
Like it starts with 30 sometimes.
wow.
Um, but the batters, there wasn't any batters that got called for that.
Except that Brave, that
So
the
they
infamous
stayed in
one,
there.
that infamous the Braves lost on the
The
bases loaded.
first opening, I actually was watching that game, the opening spring training.
It was weird because I think the catcher hadn't squatted yet, so the batter was, I guess, taking his time, and they call
Mm-hmm.
it on the batter. That could be strategy too. It's nothing to do with the catcher. It's just a little like a man in motion in
There
football,
you go. Just have the catcher stand now.
right?
Really, really change the game.
It's getting weird.
Yeah.
I kind of like it. I want to see more steals. I think it's gonna be more action. I think they're getting what they want out of these
That
awards.
was the more interesting thing to watch, actually, than the clock was them not being able to throw over more than twice.
Yeah, they're talking about the throw behind at first base is going to be big. So the catcher
Hmm.
throwing down to first is going to be a weapon or something.
Yeah,
Too bad
but yeah, they're
Yadier
going to be
retired.
they're going to be just errors all over, just whipping the ball all over the place.
It's going to be great. I think it's going to be a fun season. Um, predictions. Do we want to do some predictions on the standings, World Series?
Sure,
All right, AL East.
Yankees, Yankees. It's got to be.
I'll go Blue Jays. I'm thinking they're going to do it. No
So
reason.
Alec Manoa.
Should I write them down? I'm going to write them down while we do this.
All right.
Filler. We need a commercial.
So for all those Yankees fans, I hope you're happy I just picked them. Kiss of death.
Aaron Judge turned down 400 million from the Padres to sign with the Yankees. I just saw. All right, I got my pencil. Number 2, AL East. This is what matters. We're gonna check this at the end of the season. I say this every year and then I lose it. Mike, Yanks. D, BJ's. AL Central.
Mm, go Guardians.
Oh, just does not sound right still. Not yet. I hate Carlos Correa, so I'm not going to pick them. I mean, the White Sox would be the only one, right? Who else challenges? Tigers aren't going to do it. And then not the Royals. Sorry, Paul. Not yet. Yeah, I think we got to both go Guardians of the Galaxy. Speaking of, have you seen the preview for the new Mario movie?
I just saw like a short one when it first came out.
It is what Patrick would call woke because they're not trying to get Peach anymore. They're trying to save Luigi. It's voiced by Charlie Day.
Well, how can you? Okay, so I'm in.
Yeah. Um, it looks to me, based on the preview, it is Mario and Peach trying to save Luigi, who is held by Bowser. So they switched. No longer is there a damsel in distress. There's an Italian brother in distress.
Is that going to be the new stereotype?
I
So
guess we need a
this
new
guy's
video
a
game.
real this guy's a real Luigi
Oh yeah, yeah. What the
getting
hell's Bowser?
captured.
What's Bowser doing to Luigi? Really, we got to ask about Bowser. Why'd you pick him? All right, why not Mario? It's a me. AL West.
I don't want to pick them, but the Astros.
How do you not?
Yeah,
This is how. I'm gonna go Mariners.
you did it. Proud of you.
All right, Mike. NL East.
Mets. Mets.
You have to.
Gots
I'm
to.
gonna write not Phillies.
That's really all that matters.
I'm picking the Braves until someone beats them. NL Central.
Can I pick nobody?
They're all awful, awful. Like
I'll go the Cardinals.
yeah,
I think the Brewers take a step back this year.
Brewers. Brewers.
They're
Brewers.
actually
Brewers.
they just kind of chug along.
I want to say Cubs, but I don't know if they're there yet. That's me talking about Dansby. The Dansby effect. Cardinals weren't great, right? But they are. They are good.
Yeah.
They just laid down and took it from the Phillies in the division series. But who's the other team? Cardinals, Cubs,
Pirates. Reds.
Brewers is the one, I guess.
Yeah.
No. To be sexy, I'm going to take the Cubs. And if anyone knows sexy, it's not me. NL West.
Dodgers.
Yeah. I'm gonna go.
Padres.
I think so. Just to
Yeah.
make this a
Tatis
rival.
is going to play. Let's see.
Oh yeah, he's only 40
What do we
games.
think? What do we think? What do we think his over under on games played is going to be next year? Like, he
He's out
plays
for
more than 70.
he's out for 40, I think, right? Initially. So
Yeah.
that cuts to 122. I'd say over under would be 90. I'll say over.
And I don't. You think he could stay healthy?
Oh no. Well, I
I don't
think
know,
Keith is
man.
gonna keep him. Keith picked him up late in
Yeah.
our season, and he just a reminder, it's because he didn't
Well,
make
it's
the
it's
playoffs.
when he's playing, he's the number one fan. He's a number one fantasy baseball player. It's just
It's been like a year and a half since we've seen him, I feel.
but that's the benefit of the categories league, the head to head, is you can, you know, roto, you have to have that guy play a lot. Doesn't matter as much in the head to head.
Yeah, you can. I don't even know. Did anyone answer the poll question? Did we do that? I haven't really checked it.
I answered it.
Let me check it.
Yeah. For the tiebreaker.
Yeah, which was so unique that of course it happened with Dan. That's my only.
Well,
Um,
that's
oh,
our competitive league.
it's tied 2-2. 4 out of 12 votes.
All right, guys, come on, vote. Especially Lyle.
It's so good. I wanted to change my name, Lave to Pay on Zoom.
Flav DePay. That's that sounds like a European soccer player. Like Memphis Depay. Flav DePay.
Did you read what Paul said? Oh wait, before we do that, World Series matchup, Mike. Could be a wild card team. We didn't even do wild cards, but I don't think so.
Let's go Subway Series.
And who wins?
The Mets. No trumpets this year, baby.
No, they kicked him out.
No, no, we're all business.
Are you? Is that the real? Is that the tagline? Is that the
That's
company
what
line?
mine is. That's mine for them. Yeah,
Um.
they could care less. Let's get Yo back in the clubhouse. Get him DHing.
Oh my God, no. With
No,
a
yeah.
horse? With a
Oh,
horse?
yeah. Two horses.
This is gonna
Like
get
Van
weird.
Damme. Like Van Damme. He's going to be doing splits. Yeah. On two
Oh
horses.
my God, do you remember? Was that horses or was it trucks? Now I can see it both ways.
It was trucks, but you
Remember
wish it was horses.
the music?
Yeah.
Oh, that was like pretty epic. That was Super Bowl, right?
Yeah. So that's Mets season,
All
not
right, Yanks,
visual.
Mets. I'm gonna go Astros, Braves. With the Braves taking care of business again.
Yeah. Braves in six.
That's my Wi-Fi password if anyone wants it.
Yeah.
All right. Did you read all of the ones that Twitter post that Paul sent where it was like the AI engine created
I read a
tag?
lot of them. Yeah.
Cincinnati was so funny. Well, Philadelphia Phillies is good. This team is awesome, and we have the scanned documents to prove it. Let's read Reds and then let's do our teams. So the Reds, you said we were going to the beach is so funny for the Reds because
That's great.
of course you want to go to the beach. So the Mets, this ain't Broadway anymore. And then the Braves, my heart goes a little gangsta.
Just a little.
All right, pick a team and I'll read that one. And then I'll get off of this.
Let's go Oakland A's.
Hitting is for suckers. That's good. I've been trying to get in touch to coach Harrison's T-ball, and the coach is just. I must have made such a bad impression last year. They don't want me back.
Oh God.
Um,
You just stand out there with your own bat,
yeah,
like behind the fence, just
teach
waiting for
yourself
them to let like yeah.
like the
You're
bear
I
Jew.
just
The bear
you're just
Jew. I'm
hitting
just
your own baseballs to the team,
yeah,
like from outside.
yeah, exactly. Um, any other baseball stuff before I want to know? I actually watched something I want to tell you about.
No, couldn't tell that the bases were any bigger from being at the game, but I'm
Oh
sure they
no.
were bigger.
So that we'll see. That's exciting. It should be a fun season. It's going to
I
be
think so.
wild to watch, I feel. Um, yeah. All right. Let's go into
What did you watch?
what I watched. Top Gun Maverick is what I watched.
Oh, yeah.
And
You
man,
feel a lot. You feel alive.
I was like, he's doing moves with the plane that and then he brought in Ed Harris just to be angry for like 15 minutes and then he was gone. He never like came back. Um, but I was like, it, if you look at it, the ratings, it's like a 96 and a 99 on like IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes. Never seen it.
Yeah.
And I was like, no way. And then
Yeah, Tom Cruise is the first one that Colt like actually like delivered for.
yeah, it's amazing. I love the movie. I thought it was great. I ended up buying in like I you kind of could it was kind of you could guess what was going to happen, predictable. But then the way they did it made it better even though you knew it
Hmm.
was happening. I don't want to ruin it for people, but like the whole they even made Miles, what's his Teller look
Teller,
like
yeah,
Goose. They made him
yeah,
really look I kept saying he looks like him. And Christina's like,
yeah.
shut up.
And
Um
then you're like, he sang this song. He did this same song. Yeah,
yeah. When they did yeah, yeah, the piano, right. But then they opened with Danger Zone in this movie, and I was like, oh, I don't know if I could take it. I don't know if I can take it again because they played it
yeah.
incessantly in the first one. but it was more like an ode to the first one, which was great. But
Yeah, but it still made your hair stand on end.
oh my God, I was like, no, no. It's like a weird tick developed. But then they had like Bowie playing. It was a good soundtrack. Hans Zimmer is involved.
Yeah,
That's why it was a good.
yeah, he's the best.
Um, that's pretty much all I've watched though. What about you?
Been watching The Last of Us
You
on
told me a little
HBO.
bit. It's gotten such
Yeah,
great
yeah, it's
rating.
the finale's this weekend, this Sunday.
Has it been okay? So it's based off a video game. Has it been like the
Hmm.
game?
Yeah, like
Okay.
a lot. Yeah, but they've done a lot of scenes, like shot for shot, same dialogue, and it's HBO, so
Yeah,
it's a good show.
obviously. And it has what's his name? Prince what from Dorn from game?
Pedro Pascal.
Yeah,
I'm
his
not
real
sure
name.
his.
That's all
Yeah,
I care about is
yeah.
Game of Thrones name. Um, what about listening to anything? Anything? Podcasts, music,
No, fantasy baseball stuff, baseball podcasts, getting
getting ready,
ready.
getting
Got
ready.
doing some mocks.
Oh yeah.
Got some other like season long ones.
Oh yeah. You have to. Can you give us an elevator speech about that? That you told Tom.
So the one I'm in, yeah, it's a season long best ball, and it's you each week. It'll take your best score for three pitchers, infielders, and outfielders, and you have your roster is 20. You have 20 space on your roster, so you just draft a whole team, and if everybody gets hurt, they get no points. And then after
The whole
week
season though.
eight,
You can't
yeah,
make
so after
moves.
no, you don't do anything. So after week 18, the top two out of 12 that you drafted against go into like a smaller, like another group of 12, and it keeps going into a tournament style.
Do you get to make moves in that?
Nope.
Where is this?
So that's on, they have them on all different ones, but that's on Underdog.
It's an interesting. I don't know if I could take it not being able to switch. I know Paul
No,
couldn't.
that's why I like those because then I have our league that you have to worry about the day to day. In that one, I can just, you got, and then it's fun for sleepers because if you got a guy that is a no name and then he has a huge season, you're in a really good position.
Yeah, interesting. Do you know anyone in there? Or is this random?
No, that's all. It just places you with them. But the work it's 8 hour. You have 8 hours to make a pick. So I've made four picks
Oh my.
in a week.
Can you tell us who you have?
Yeah, I have. Let me see if I can bring it up.
I'll sing while we wait.
That one I have. I think Turner, Garrett Cole. I forget. I've had shitty picks. I always get like ninth or 10th or later. So
I
Trey
mean,
Turner was my number one pick in that one.
he's good. I mean, him and
Yeah.
Cole, you're set right there pitching and
And if you can get steals early in a thing like that and the guy stays healthy, it's a big advantage too. So
hmm that's cool. What have I been listening to? I don't do podcasts. I've been doing audiobooks now that I
mm,
drive to work. You know, let's see. I don't know if it's worth it. I don't think I have
yeah, I've
anything.
still just been listening to that Pool Kids album.
Oh yeah, that's good. I liked it. Um, Camp with two A's is pretty good. Not worth sharing on this podcast. I'll have to edit it out.
Yeah. That'll be the best because it'll just say blank is
Yeah,
really
that'll
good.
just
And people will be like, no, I have to know who.
it'll have me. Yeah, just silent.
Yeah.
Well, this is a good start. We'll get people excited. Maybe we can get more people on the next one. Maybe post. No, we could probably do another one before we draft. Maybe
Yeah,
post
we should do
keepers.
some kind of teaser keeper. Yeah. Like people have to tease who they're gonna keep or something.
Yeah, yeah. I'll you'll see a video coming this weekend of the picks, so I'll probably send that Game of Thrones thing again because I can't get enough of it. Perfectly produced.
It'll be House of Dragon now, right?
I haven't seen it. Got to watch it.
It's pretty good.
I heard it's great. Well, until next time, thanks, Mike. This was fun.
Yes, sir.
Bye, everyone.
Adios.